Come on out the room. Come on out the room. Y'all thought y'all was finna come in here and get a. Y'all think y'all finna come in here and get y'all a old messy ass recap of what the hell going on. Y'all want to know what all the hell going on, bitch. I want to know what's going on too, bitch. Okay. The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. I know y'all. I'm not high. I did take an edible. I actually want to get off the line because my boyfriend just got in town and he down there cooking, bitch. We having smothered pork chop. We have a smothered pork chop over yellow rice with what green we eating? What he said? With cabbage and cornbread. Now listen, let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay? Before we even get at the top of the show, I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all going to be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. Now I know for some of y'all, that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing, and the lady didn't respond. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth. That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay. Second thing. The second thing. I almost said Nelson. Legra may have put in the group for excuse me. Legra may have put in the group for Dominican Republic that the trip is sold out. Remember, I had told y'all all those rooms that she had on hold, we had to release them. What Legra told me to tell y'all right now is that she is updating the system. Once she updates it, she will find out how many more rooms are available that the hotel have for the people for us to book. Hold on one second. Let me just get Legra on the line. Let me get Legra on the line. and see what all's going on. Hold on, legra. I can just tell y'all what's going on. Let me see a legra answer.
Your call has been for
legra.
Trying to reach is not available.
Oh, she ain't answer. Okay, legra ain't answer. Nevertheless, if y'all still want to go to Dominican Republic, you still can. Give us a couple days, and after legra figured out what's going on to the system, I'll let y'all know how many rooms are available, and you will have to pay in full. But there, Maddie called legra too. Maddie got a trip coming up also. Okay, legra might be out of town because she be on her different little trips or whatever, but we'll find out what all the hell going on. All right, let's jump right on into what is going on down to the thing in our political corner. We're not gonna stay here too long. We got two quick stories. We're gonna do a quick hit, and then we're gonna get up at this because ain't nobody, don't you go bringing me no bad news. Nobody wants to hear no bad news. But 3 Republican governors send National Guard troops to Washington as Trump administration cracks down and expands the federal crackdown. Now, here's the thing, right? And I was thinking as I was getting ready for the show, there is absolutely no reason for any governor from any of the other states to send their National Guard to help with anything that's going on in DC. All right. First of all, to have to send the National Guard from additional states would imply that there is lawlessness and unrest going on in DC, and quiet as it's kept, it's just a normal everyday situation in DC. People in DC have said that there is nothing going on and that these National Guard people are just standing around twiddling their thumbs. I did a story yesterday that showed restaurant attendance is down. Folks are not even in the streets. So optically, let me tell you what's going on here. Optically, you know, for all of Trump's minions, this looks like, yeah, he's doing what he said. He's cracking down. And then, you know, oh, I'm pretty sure Trump is going to come back and he is going to scream some outrageous statistic that since we cracked down in DC, there was virtually no crime for the week of August 12th through August 17th. There was no crime. He's going to come and do something to make all of this look victorious and make it look like it was something that was needed when all of this was overkill and them people don't even have anything to do. Secondly, I am really bothered by any governor that would pledge their national. I'm gonna tell you what I want to happen, and I don't want it. I don't want nothing bad to happen to the constituents of these states. But I want something to happen in these states where these people actually need a National Guard, and a National Guard be tied up in Washington, D.C. somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And those of you guys who are in support of this, your tax dollars is going to a bunch of BS. Your National Guard needs to be where they need to be. Why are you sending additional? We have not gotten any reports of anything being unruly or there being any unrest. The people not even in DC protesting. And black people, black organizations, let me tell y'all something right now. Stay home. Latino people, stay home. Handicapped people, stay home. Lesbian people, stay home. Hermaphrodite people, stay home. Retired veterans, stay home. Federal workers, stay home. Don't y'all let these people excite y'all to get out in these streets and start protesting so they can have images of why we need military force. We have not seen a single image down to the CNN or to the Fox News showing or supporting them needing a National Guard. Please stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home, and let these people continue to make an ass out of their damn self with this National Guard foolishness. Stay home. Don't get out in the streets. Now is not the time to protest. Now is not the time to give them anything to make this shit look legit. Stay home. And speaking of somebody who wished they would have stayed home, Nicole Collins spent the night on the Senate floor. Now, if y'all don't know what's going on, Democratic Texas Representative Nicole Collier spent the night on the House floor in protest after refusing Republican demands that she be monitored by state troopers. When Texas Democrats returned to the Capitol on Monday after fleeing earlier this month to block the GOP redistricting vote, House Speaker Dustin Burrows ordered that they could only leave the floor with written permission and under police escort until Wednesday, CNN reports. Most Democrats complied, showing reporters their permission slips and troopers' escorts. But Collier refused, saying she would not surrender her dignity or submit to what she called a Republican surveillance protocol. As a result, she's been confined to the House floor and allowed to walk to her office under watch and unable to leave the Capitol without agreeing to police supervision. I refuse to sign away my dignity and my duly elected representative just so Republicans can control my movements and monitor me without the police. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am going to be very honest with you. I know that we have all been in a situation where we just wanted to go home. We were tired and fed up and we've given in and thrown in the towel, but I am extremely disappointed. I am extremely disappointed at all the other Republicans that just haphazardly signed this just so they could get out the building. I'm not pleased whatsoever. Y'all left this lady alone to be the lone wolf. And I'm just curious to know, how is this legal? How is it legal? I'm going to need legal fish to jump in. And then could y'all imagine if the Democrats would have done this to Marjorie Taylor Greene, or if they would have done this to any Republicans? You would have the president of the United States calling them all types of names, tweeting all types of obscenities, and being all types of everywhere with the press coverage. And yet we hear nothing. And this just seems to be okay. Like, this is where we need the National Guard. Where is the National Guard coming in to come get this lady out of here? Where is the National Guard coming to get this? Why aren't all of the professors from Harvard Law and Yale Law doing think pieces across all of the major news platforms? How is this legal? See, she a better woman than I ever be, because, bitch, I pass out in that hole. Them hoes would have to carry me to the hospital. They would have had to carry me. I'm sorry, the Republicans did this, not the Democrats. Y'all know what I mean. Damn it. They'd have to carry me to the hospital. They would have to carry me down to the hospital. I'd have fell out on the ground and got the phone. And at them. I would just pick up my phone and call 911 and tell them I'm bleeding out my cooch. I would tell them hoes I'm experiencing abdominal pain and it feel like my kidney about to rupture or my appendix is about to rupture. Them hoes, baby, when I tell you I'd have been on shitting on the floor in all them people's office, oh, baby, I would have created a biohazardous emergency down to that whole thing. When I tell you I go down there to the people's bathroom and stop up their toilets down to the plumbing, bitch, I would have been on toe up that damn Senate chamber, baby. I would go in there with my nail file and my nail clipper and get the clipping the cords on all the damn wires. When I got through tearing up them people damn shit, baby, they've been on regret. Baby, let me tell you, she a better woman than baby, I would shit and pee on every damn thing in there. Sure would. Fuck my dignity, bitch. You took my dignity when you locked me in this door. My dignity on the other side of this door. My dignity is down to my house, baby. I'd have been on shit it all in that damn thing. Baby, I would have had them hoes DoorDash me all types of laxatives, baby. When I tell you, it wouldn't have been the Senate floor. It would have been the shitted floor by the time I finished with them crackers. You ain't finna lock me down to my job, okay? I'm just telling you. Where is the January 6th riot people? The Democrats, do we need this now? We can't storm the building, but I just don't know why the Democrats that can get in the building ain't in there knucking and bucking, and they ain't went to fisticuffs. Where is Bernie Sanders? Where is Nancy Pelosi? Where is Maxine Waters? Like, can I catch a cab? Get on the bus. I ain't got no time. Talking all that fuss. Get on the bus, bitch. Get on the bus. Where is the Democrats from all the other senates from all the other states? Get on the bus. The Democrats don't be playing right. The Democrats don't be playing right because from where I sit, every Democrat of every state need to stage a walkout from their respective Senate chambers into Texas. Y'all showing these Texas Republicans that they could do whatever they want to do with no consequence. It needs to be a whole Democratic walkout across all 50 states to show Texas as if you come for one, you coming for all. The Democrats is too goddamn busy trying to be classy based. And if I'm being honest with you, with my big ass platform, God knows if there was a third option for my ass to go to, I would leave this damn shit because I don't like being in this weak ass house. Okay, baby, I likes to fight and I likes to cuss and I know how to do both of them extremely well. Okay, I don't even want to be in this shit no more. While y'all around here, what they call it when you quit the fraternity and sorority, what they call the word? I can't think right now. What they call it? Free. What they call it when you walk out the fraternity and sorority, you ain't in it no more. Not dishonored, not disallowed. What they call it, y'all? Somebody in the comments. Denounce. Denounce. Baby, listen, if it was somewhere else politically I could go pledge, I am ready to denounce the Democratic Party. I am ready to denounce and announce what they got going on because maybe I'm too hood. Maybe I'm too Miami. Them hoes don't know how to fight. I'm ready to denounce this whole situation and go, girl, maybe we need to go. I never thought I'd be saying this. Maybe we need to take our ass over there with Jill Stein. Maybe we need to go right on over there with Jill Stein and see what the hell going on with the Green Party because y'all just ain't doing right with the Democratic Party. All right, let's get out of the political corner. Let's go over here to the pregnancy corner. We're going over here to the pregnancy corner. So China is set to launch, guys, the world's first pregnancy robot using an artificial womb. According to MSNBC, oh, here go Legra right here. Legra. Hey, I got you. I'm doing the show. Hold on. Let me see something. No, you did. Let me see something real quick. Say something, Legra.
Hey there. Hey, everybody.
Okay, hold on. I ain't got my headphones. Hold on. Stay right there, Legra. Stay right there.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me plug the headphones in. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, Legra. Hold on. Say something.
Hey,
No,
can y'all hear me?
Hold on. Wrong hole.
Uh-oh, I heard that before. It said that before.
Hold on, Legra. Hold on. Never mind. I'm going to just do it this way. I'm back. Hold on.
You said wrong hole. I done said that before.
Oh, no. Girl, shut your damn mouth. Anyway, Legra, I got the people on the line real quick. Just tell us what's going on with Dominican Republic for anybody else that may want to go.
Yes, of course, these are all the late bloomers who are coming at the last minute. I'm going to open the portal back up shortly. I have to wait for the hotel to get everything updated. Then they will tell me the availability. Then I will open it back up. Now, when I open it back up, you will have to pay in full. You will have to pay in full. But I'm sure there's still more rooms left. I don't think there's any more swim ups. I'm not certain, but they will let me know that also. But will be some junior suites available.
Okay.
I just have to wait for them to update the inventory for us.
Okay.
But I should have that within the next day or two. Hopefully it'll be up.
Okay, that's all we needed to know, Legra. Thank you so much.
All right, you guys. So just join the wait list. I'm going to email everybody on the wait list first. And all you got to do is still go to the funkybunchgetaway.com. When you see that they are sold out, it says right there, join the wait list. Just join the wait list, and I will send an email out to everybody.
Thank you, Legra.
All right.
All
Talk to
righty.
you guys later.
Bye-bye. That's what's going on down to the people who want to go to the Dominican Republic. I really want y'all to come have a good time with us. We finna have us a good time and cha-cha-cha down to the Dominican Republic. And if it's two of y'all, it only works out to be about $500 a person plus flight. If you're trying to go, she's going to open up the portal. Can white people come? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Just as long as they don't do no shit to cause their ass to get beat up. Just so y'all know, Wendy Gallia said, can white people come? We love white people. We love white people. The good ones that got sense that's non-racist. Yes, Wendy, you and all your people can come, Wendy. We love white people. We just love the good ones. Now, the bad ones, they crackers, and we don't fuck with them. We don't fuck with them low-down racist ass crackers. But the good white people, we like them. I'd love to meet you, Wendy. Anywho, China is set to drop the world's first pregnancy robot using an artificial womb. A Chinese tech company is set to unveil the world's first pregnant robot featuring an artificial womb. According to MSNBC, Kiowa Technology, based in Guangzhou, has proposed an idea of an artificial womb integrated into their humanoid bot's abdomen. The robot is intended to carry the fetus for 10 months of gestation and then deliver the baby. The robot is expected to debut in 2026 and is anticipated to sell for about $100,000, which is about 13,900 USD. The purpose is to provide anyone interested with an alternative to traditional pregnancy for individuals who wish to avoid the physical aspects of carrying pregnancy. So, you know, guys, it's funny, right? Because technology can be a great thing put in the right hands. Now, some people say playing God, you know, I'm a sci-fi tech geek, and I look at all the positive implications of this, right? Couples who can't conceive, you know, people who don't necessarily want to go through a surrogate, people who can't find a surrogate, not having to put women through this. There's a lot of positive implications, but there are also a lot of negative implications. And I saw somebody put making soldiers. I think the thing that bothers me, hey girl, talk fast. Oh, I'm on the show. I'll call you back. What I don't like about it is somebody said they are trying to replace women. That could be a potential implication. What I don't like is that there could be somebody somewhere stockpiling a group of robots and, let's just say hypothetically, birthing a bunch of Latino babies just to make these people house cleaners and field workers. There could be, you know, there can be a world where somebody uses this to birth a bunch of black babies to put our ass back in the field. There could be a world where white folks are so concerned about their dwindling birth rate numbers where Elon Musk and Donald Trump buy up 40,000 of these robots to simply give birth to white babies. So I think in this situation, the con definitely outweighs the pros because we got a lot of mad scientists when it comes to stuff like this, and it makes me relatively uncomfortable. If you were just telling me, you know, I don't know what some of the positive implications or greater positive implications would be, but this does make me a little bit uncomfortable because I just don't trust the people's hands that this technology could get into, despite the fact that it could be great technology. You know what I'm saying? But I could see a world 50 years from now where it's like, oh, you're considered underclass if you were birthed from the robot, and all girls birthed from the robots have to be sex workers. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody birthed from robots, you're the new underclass. You were put on this earth to be maids and field workers. I just don't really trusted. Moving right along, ESPN, Spike Lee confirms, will not be releasing the Colin Kaepernick docuseries over creative differences. So ESPN, Colin Kaepernick, and Spike Lee have collectively decided to no longer proceed with this project as a result of certain creative differences. The network said in a statement to Reuters, despite not reaching finality, we appreciate the hard work and the collaboration that went into this film. Friday, Lee told Reuters it's not coming out. That's all I can say, citing a non-disclosure agreement. The project, announced in 2022, was set to be the full first-person account of Kaepernick's journey, including extensive interviews. Kaepernick drew national attention when he knelt during the national anthem to protest systematic racism and brutality. So listen, guys, I was nowhere in the boardroom, but I am here to tell you that the reason why this is coming out is because it's going to make white people and white institutions look very bad, and ESPN don't want to participate in it. That's the God honest truth. And it's going to make the NFL look really bad in the NFL. And now here's the thing. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear here. And let's take our emotions and our feelings out of this. I'm not the biggest sports person, but I am willing to bet that football and basketball are the two biggest entities that undergird ESPN. There's a symbiotic relationship between the NFL and ESPN. They are business partners. Okay? They're business partners. And there's just no world where one business partner puts out a product that injures the other major business partner. That's just not the way the world works. That's just not the way business is done. And I love the saying, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. All right. I know we want it. I know we want to see it. I know that it's a thorough documentary, but after watching it, I 100% understand why ESPN said, baby, we can't do this. Because the NFL butters their bread. It sucks. It's not fair. It's not right. Somebody wrote the Trump climate. We are in a Trump climate right now. And yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, even as a Black person, if I was the CEO of ESPN and I watched it and I knew just how much it may damage the relationship that I've got with the NFL, who we need, I probably would make the same decision. Now, Spike Lee wrote, it will not be coming out. And y'all are saying, take it to Netflix. I don't think it's that easy. So from what I've gathered from reading the article was that ESPN teamed up with Spike Lee and they are the ones who commissioned the documentary, which probably means they own the footage and the rights to it. And so Spike Lee wrote, it will not be coming out. He didn't say, we're looking for another home. We're looking for another arm of distribution. Spike Lee wrote, it will not be coming out, which means it probably won't. And things like that happen all the time. Do y'all want to know a movie that never came out that was done or started? Do y'all know Sierra did a movie with Patti LaBelle called Mama, I Want to Sing? That was a play off of the Deatra Hicks play that made her super popular called Mama, I Want to Sing. You can actually find a snippet of the trailer, but Sierra did a movie called Mama, I Want to Sing with Patti LaBelle, and it never came out. I brought this example up to say this, also, that it happens. It sometimes like this, did it come out? Oh, they said it came out. Did it come out? I don't remember it coming out. Or people saying they saw it. Okay. The point that I'm making, they said the coldest winter ever never came out. Things like this happen, and you've got to look at the business of it all. definitely, I think that it's messed up and we wanted to see it, but I can completely understand why ESPN, which is probably the #1 business partner to the NFL, I can completely understand after watching it why they're like, we can't put this out. So I'm not agreeing. I'm not selling us out. I'm simply saying I get it. Let's see what we got going on here. Elizabeth Dixon. Hey, Liz. Y'all, this one of my childhood best friends. Liz and her brother and her 2 sisters lived across the street from me in Kansas City at their grandma's house. Oh my God. And we went to elementary school together, middle school together, high school together. And now we are 42 years old and still friends. My good friend, Elizabeth Dixon. Shout out to Liz and Randy and Sean and Amber and Niecy and Norman and Miss Gwen and everybody else. Oh my God, I missed y'all. I wouldn't have wanted to grow up any other way. Thank you so much, Liz. TC Nolan 33 said, happy birthday, Q. Love you. My birthday is tomorrow, y'all. But thank you. Kia 1316 said, happy birthday, Q. Cheers to you. Thanks for the entertainment. You keep me cracking up. Tanil said, have an amazing B-Day, Funky. Have fun tomorrow. And I thank y'all so much for the birthday love. Let's get back into the rest of the show. So, y'all, a woman went down to the British Airlines and got drunk and threw up all over the people on the airplane. When I tell y'all, I would have turned her ass every which way except loose. A passenger on British Airways flight. Let me tell y'all what's going on with this hoe. A passenger on a British Airlines flight from London to San Diego caused chaos at 30,000 feet after drinking heavily and attacking a family on board. The woman, later arrested by FBI agents, has been called the ultimate passenger from hell by witnesses, according to The Sun. The incident became when families noticed her drinking from a smuggled bottle of wine that she had in her hand luggage. Once the plane took off, she ordered additional alcohol, including a Chardonnay and a Bloody Mary, before harassing a couple and their daughter sitting behind her. Witnesses reported that she spat wine at them, threw water, mocked them, grabbed the wife's hair, and took photos. After consuming more alcohol, the woman vomited on the family, prompting crew intervention. The distressed family was moved to the front of the plane while the disruptive passenger received a final warning. One source described the situation as bedlam and said the cabin stank following the incident. The woman claimed she was celebrating her birthday, but her intoxication was evident as she stumbled up and down the aisle and moaned incoherently. Crew restricted further alcohol when she passed out for the remainder of the 11-hour flight. The captain contacted U.S. authorities ahead of landing. FBI operatives arrested her. Listen, when I went to Florida State University and got my degree in economics, no people ain't teach me shit about being no waitress in the sky. Okay? Every bitch on that plane, except the 2 people who was locked in the cockpit, need to be fired. What the hell y'all mean? The lady was harassing the people. She got away with that. Attacking people, that was fine. And then when she threw up on the people, she was given a final warning. And then y'all gave her time to cut up again after she threw up on folks, after pulling folks' hair and bothering them. She was given way too much chance, and the quiet as it's kept. The bitch should have got beat up. She should have got beat up. I'm a very patient and tolerant person. I can do relatively well ignoring drunk people. Once bodily fluids got exchanged, that's when ass whoopings and licks would have got passed. Throwing up, and it's one thing for somebody to be sick and they make an accident like a child or older person. For you to be drunk and not sitting your ass down in your seat and to throw up on some people, no ma'am. Y'all had an airplane full of soft, weak, timid, passive individuals, because she would have got beat up. And I wouldn't have gave a damn if we was flying over Nova Scotia, bitch. Y'all would have had to land this plane at the point in which she don't threw up on. At the point in which she don't threw up, y'all would have had to land that bitch in the Galapagos Islands, as far as I'm concerned, baby. We would have let Darwin, we would have let Amelia Earhart, and we would have let the Galapagos tortoises would have had to come clean up that biohazardous waste and put her ass in Gilligan's Island jail before we would have made it to San Diego from London. You mean to tell me she passed out and y'all had to do the remainder of the... No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. British Airlines, the only way y'all could ever make this right with me and my family is that y'all would have to give us, no matter what flight I booked at what price point, I would always have to get upgraded to first class until the day I die, until y'all company die. That's ridiculous that y'all flight attendant people allowed this to go on as long as it. After she threw up on the people, she was given a warning. After she threw up on the people, she should have been thrown off the plane. Quiet as it's kept, I am of the belief that we need to start a one. I know we have U.S. Marshals, but they need to start hiring or training one flight attendant on every plane needs to be trained on how to take somebody down. And the same way they build those bathrooms, they need to build one of them big enough to hold 3 people as jail cells. They do. They do. They need to build one of those big enough, or they need to put them zip ties on people and put their ass in one of them jump seats. It's ridiculous that this even got that far for her to... I'm not even mad about her being unruly. I'm not mad about her pulling the lady hair. I'm not mad about her walking up and down the aisle. I am mad that I was so not protected by British Airlines that I got thrown up on. Quiet as it's kept, I don't want your free travel. I want to sue. I want to sue, and I want a quick settlement. I want a $10 million lawsuit, and I want y'all to settle me out for $4.5 million. That's what I want. Lowest I'll go is 2. That's what I want. That's what I want. Y'all hoes would have had to pay me. Y'all would have had to pay me. Y'all would have had to pay me. This is ridiculous. When I tell y'all these mother poor trust my boyfriend cooking smells so damn good. Kash Doll and her man back together. They was in St. Lucia. They really do look good together. They look really nice together. And I know looking nice ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I hope that they're happy and that they can work it out and figure, ooh, that is a nice room. And I hope they can figure out at whatever going on. Now, listen, guys, keep in mind, Kash Doll had recently posted, at this point in my life, I just need to be single. Zadarius is a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye. And with all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break. I'm also done with y'all right now. That's what she wrote. But she went back and got her man. In the words of Missy and Beyonce, there ain't nothing out there. It ain't nothing out there. And Hunter's letting ladies in free. I know she ain't letting that nigga keep her in again tonight. My man don't like my friends. He said they influence me. Ain't nothing out there for me. Ain't nothing out there for me. This is where I want to be. Y'all know about that Beyonce and that Missy? I love There Ain't Nothing Out There. There ain't nothing out there. And speaking of nothing out there, there ain't nothing out there down to the Walmart except salmonella and something that's going to have you throwing up in between your legs and in your butt. Okay, the FDA warns the public to not eat, serve, or sell Walmart's Great Value brand frozen shrimp after possible exposure to a radioactive isotope. According to ABC News, the FDA has dropped a warning about Great Value's frozen raw shrimp, telling people to not serve it, eat it, or sell it. Sound like bad coochie to me. Not to serve it, eat it, or sell it. All of this is due to the fact that the goods were possibly exposed to a radioactive isotope. The FDA received the information from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection shipping containers at 4 U.S. ports where risk of Cesium 137 detection. By definition, CS 137 is a soft, flexible, silvery white metal that becomes liquid near room temperature, but easily bonds with chlorides to create a crystalline powder. The frozen shrimp directly from Indonesia distributor BMS Food were tested and came back positive, according to the FDA. Despite the shrimp testing positive, as of now, the FDA says none of the products have directly entered the U.S. food supply, meaning the contaminated items shouldn't be on store shelves yet. However, a safety precaution, they've put a recall on all the products since detection. I'm gonna stop reading right there. And child, what do y'all expect from Walmart? I don't know who about some shrimps from Walmart. Okay. How many of y'all buy shrimp from Walmart? And then, girl, if you finna buy shrimp, you buy, girl. If you gonna buy shrimp, you sitting up buying great. Ooh, listen. I don't want to pick on nobody pockets, but bitch, use a different type of lowdown if you even buy shrimp out of Walmart. I'm just saying. Baby, I don't want no shrimp that bad that I'm buying great value. Quiet as it's kept. The only thing that I'm buying that say great value is forks, paper plates, cups, napkins, and maybe juice for my baby. Maybe some grape juice for my baby. The low. Baby, at my brokest, I ain't never bought no great value meat. Why would you buy meat out of Walmart if you don't live in a rural area? I understand people. Why would you? Some of y'all hoes, I don't know who raised y'all, because I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't want to eat lovely that bad, but I'm gonna get shrimp out of Walmart. I'm just saying. Somebody said me got some in my freezer right now. Don't be judging us, baby. I'm judging y'all hoes down to the ground. Judging y'all down to the damn ground. We got 2 more stories and we finna get on up out of here because I gotta go eat. This one hits close to home. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the Birmingham story. A married Birmingham high school coach shot dead after allegedly being discovered in a home with another man's girl. A fatal shooting out of Birmingham is causing a bit of stir online. Last week, reports went out that a beloved high school coach was shot dead. The coach was 37-year-old Demetrius Beverly of Parker High School. Students, faculty members, and the community all share condolences and a thoughtful message while wondering what horrible being would harm Coach. Well, Coach was beating more than just other high schools at football. He was allegedly beating the cheeks of another man's girl. According to the police report, 24-year-old DeCorleon Robinson was arriving home one night when he discovered that his girl had a visitor. It was unclear what had went down, but Robinson shot Beverly, then fled the scene. The woman called the police and waited with Beverly until they arrived. Beverly was pronounced dead shortly afterwards. What makes this even crazier is that Beverly was married, and in a tribute, the school referred to him as a loving husband. Police have not confirmed that this is the cause of sneaking and geeking, but social media users local to the area are alleging that Beverly was stepping out on his wife. Robinson is facing charges of murder. And I'm going to tell y'all a step further, bitch, because my boyfriend live in Birmingham, and they also said that it's rumored that Beverly was that girl teacher at one point down to that high school. Now, I don't know if it's true. I can't confirm or deny that, but that's what the people said, that he was also her teacher down to that high school at one point, which is very nasty. Secondly, for all my ladies in the chat, I want to know, how do you as a wife find out your husband's cheating on you with a girl, and then you have to show up to a funeral within 2 weeks of finding out that? Are you crying? Are you upset? Are you only going to support the children? Are you genuinely upset, or are you sitting up there like serves you right? Y'all drop down in the chat right now and tell me, what would your position be if this happened to you? If your husband inadvertently got shot and killed because he was cheating on you, and then you had to, in turn, in a week or two, go to the funeral, what state of mind, what energy, what would you be giving down to the funeral? I just don't know. I don't know that in 2 weeks' time I would be over the betrayal. I probably would just be sitting there with a silent tear rolling down my eye. Yeah. Because I know a part of me would be like, bitch, serves you right to get shot, not to die, but serves you right. And I don't want your mammy coming over here saying nothing to me. Miss Beverly. I'm talking about obituary will be plain and to the point. He was born in February 3rd, 1927. He taught at Parker High after graduating college. Sunset August 15, 2025. He leave behind 3 kids, some siblings, and a mama. That's how the obituary would read, mess around with me. All right, this is some low down mess. And last but not least, y'all, we're going to get on up out of here a couple minutes early. Jermaine Dupri laughs while discussing the possibility of Usher hating him if he ever collaborated with Chris Brown. He's quoted saying, if I go in the studio with Chris, I might F around and make Thriller. Usher would hate me for the rest of my life. Jermaine Dupri was on Joe Budden's podcast discussing the potential versus battle between Chris Brown and Usher. As y'all know, JD is Usher's top collaborator, with the duo making a hit album, My Way and Confessions. So naturally, JD sided with Usher while showing love to Chris Brown. He explained that their styles are different and they should stay that way. I'm never going to go against myself, but at the same time, like I said, with being competitive, I want Usher to stay Usher. I want Chris Brown to stay Chris Brown. Like, don't do his dance. That's like Prince doing Smooth Criminal. When I asked if he would ever hop in the stew with Chris Brown, JD jokingly said Usher might hate him because he might make a hit album like Thriller. It's dangerous at this point. It's dangerous because I don't go in the studio thinking about let me hold this or let me keep this. I might F around and make Thriller. Usher might hate me for the rest of his life, he laughed. I have to acknowledge I would love to work with Chris Brown. I have worked with Chris Brown before. Bow Wow and Chris have a #1 record. You don't have to tell me what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. But JD is staying loyal to Usher. You know, I get it, but I don't like it. I get it, but I don't like it. But I also get too, like, if we boys, and you know what I'm saying? If we boys and you're my hit collaborator, you're my secret sauce. You're my secret sauce. Yeah, I don't know that I want you going and working with like what the industry considers one of my direct competitors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are my secret. You are, honestly and truthfully, JD is Usher's competitive advantage. Usher knows whenever he got to do whatever he got to do, JD, you know, is who he needs to call. So I can understand. I might not express it, but I can understand it. And nevertheless, y'all, my stomach growling so bad right now. I'm finna get up off the line, charge these 8 minutes that I owe y'all to my head and not to my heart. And I will call y'all hoes tomorrow. I'm going to pre-record the show tomorrow or whatever, for obvious reasons. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I'm definitely going to pre-record the show. or whatever. But I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.